Hi y'all, Jeff here with Jeff's Cars and Garage, and welcome back to another video. As you see, I'm standing here next to my 300 SE. Now, kind of funny thing here, I just shot an 18-minute video and had no audio. So I'm kind of going to redo this, but I'm not going to go through the whole thing that I redid. But so last weekend, while I was gallivanting around the South, Mr. Jose was up here and he changed the fuel pump on this car. I got the one in, it came in that I ordered that has the output of 45 to 60 gallons per hour. And he changed it out and then he said the car started and then it stopped. The car started and then it stopped. So before shooting this video, I went up to the local convenience store and I actually filled up a 5-gallon tank thinking, well, maybe there was a lack of, the gas had run out or it ran out, or, we got a fuel sending unit, much like on the 300 SL. Well, went and put fuel in it, and now it comes up to almost a half a tank of gas. Well, one thing I just recently did while I was here, I cracked open the line coming from the fuel pressure regulator to the fuel distributor, and I had some gas push out of there, but not very much. And so basically what I did was I purged it. So let's see if I can start it. But I have a theory here as to what the problem is. Now, I'm shooting this video on March 18th, 2025. The night before we have a snowmageddon tomorrow. So here in northeast Nebraska, it's kind of going back and forth on the weather. So, but anyway, I'm going to get in the car and see if it will start now that I've actually purged it a little bit. Maybe there was an air pocket in there that I couldn't get through. But I have another theory that I think may have happened. So hang tight, folks, as I go around here, and the battery is well charged, so it's not a battery issue. But let's see, I put the key in and it goes up to almost half, and we just sit here, crank and crank and crank. So now the dilemma, I smell gas, but I don't know where it's coming from. Now, when I cracked open the line going to the fuel pressure regulator, it spilled a little gas. But I'm going to crack it again now that now that I've cranked it so the fuel pump is engaged. And let's see if we've got pressure of fuel. And I don't know if you can see this, folks, but I'm right here on the pressure regulator. And I get a little bit, and then that's it. There's not much coming out. And so then I thought, well, okay, we should get fuel coming out of, this is the line that goes to the cold start injector. And so if there's fuel, and if there's probably some fuel in the lines, but I'm going to go ahead and crack that open, and I get a little dribble, and that's all I get. So I'm concerned, what the issue may be. I'm not, the fuel stops. I mean, if it's, let me grab a rag. If with that much cranking and the fuel pump working, I should sit there and have fuel for quite some time until it finally, the pressure comes back. Now, the other thing I can do is on the back side is the return line. And I should be able to crack that and get fuel out of it. Well, I've already relieved it here. I've relieved it there, but I'm not getting hardly any coming out of the return line. So my theory is that, and I don't have, me laying on the ground, my theory is it's wired backwards, which is not going to send fuel back through the return line, but we would naturally draw a little bit coming from there, but I should be able to get quite a bit of fuel. It should continue to go unless I've got a bad regulator. Now I just, go back a few videos and I've changed this regulator. Now I'm getting a lot of fuel. So, and it's staying. So maybe I need to change the regulator. Maybe this was a bad one. So that's what I'm going to do now is take this regulator off, go find my other one, and see if I need a socket. I've got that line. Where's this line go? I don't know if I want to do this on camera, but I might do that and then pause the video and then come back at it. But I still, well, that would have been enough fuel to come out of the regulator. I'm talking to myself, obviously. Got 3 lines and then 1 bracket. I just need another socket. Let me see if I can find my other regulator. Hold tight, folks. I'm going to go look at my parts bin over here. Maybe that is a bad regulator. And the one before it was fine. And I just left it alone. Okay, where are you? Because I know you. I have one. Let's see here. Whoops, there that one falls. My other theory is, that the fuel pump wired backwards, and it's possible because even though the other, fuel pump's got plenty of water in it, or fuel in it. Where is my regulator? Well, fiddles. I have so much junk up here. This is just ridiculous. I mean, it's just redonkulous, quite frankly. There's another purge valve of some sort. Well, this is probably going to be for another time because I'm not finding it. I know I didn't throw it away because I never throw anything away. My wife, she gives me a hard time about that, as I don't throw stuff away. So, but I've got the fuel pump that he took out, and I'll show you where, it is highly possible that, one side, one of the connections is smaller than the other. And it's very possible that we had to change that. And by the way, see, it's still pouring fuel out of the fuel pump. It is possible that he could have gotten it backwards, although he did mark it on there, positive and negative. And he also marked when this one was changed. This one was changed to October 7th of 2023. So I don't quite understand what the deal is, but while I've got some daylight, I can tinker here if I can find the other pressure regulator. I'll swap that out and then, come back at it. Let me grab the camera because I've show you another part that's been changed. Right here, I've changed that part. And I've got two of them sitting on the shelf, so should I need to. But this is the regulator, and this is one that I have purchased and got, ordered off of eBay. It was a used one because they're not cheap, but it was guaranteed to work. So I may go find the one that was on the car and see what I can do, since I've got some wonderful daylight out here and warm weather. What I need to be doing is working on that car, getting some of the rest of the sanding. As you see, I need to get above that door handle. I need to get the rib area down there. I still need to work on the front spoiler area, which, me sitting on the ground and sanding that might be challenging, but the goal is to try and paint this. I'm thinking 2 weeks, since I've lost a week. I'm thinking I want to paint this not next weekend, not the following weekend, but the following weekend after that. However, there may be a situation coming up where I need to go back down to Baton Rouge, so that's going to take up some of my time. So we'll see. But the end goal is to have this car done and put back together by May, completely by well, we have it done painted by April 15th, but I want to have it completely put back together by May 3rd, because that's the cruise night that I mentioned in another vehicle. But man, we're going to run out of time because it is the middle of March, and there's a lot to put back together on this car that we've taken apart. Keep watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you're a subscriber, share this with your friends if they have any interest. I would like to continue to grow my subscription base, people that are subscribing, so that I can get to that next level. I'm just an ordinary guy doing, what I can when I can, as I work a regular job and working on my cars that I have. So keep watching. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.